Hello, folks. So, in this video, I wanted to talk about something that I actually read long ago, and I recalled it today when a friend mentioned something. So today, a friend of mine who is in the US, she was mentioning how it was quite a task to actually run the dishwasher, and how her house stinks, and her spouse feels that it stinks, but she can't smell it, and it's quite a task to actually load the dishwasher, wash it, and then unload it and whatnot. So I can understand it. It's not easy. A lot of people have different kinds of struggles and whatnot, so it's understandable. So, and then I recalled this one thing that someone shared long ago with me, within a group with me and others in the group, in a WhatsApp group. It's a support group where we support each other. It's a mental health support group. People who have, stressed out issues, mental health issues, and whatnot. They are just struggling in life. We just talk about our problems and whatnot. So in that group, one of these people, shared a thing that they found out on the internet, right? So it's called "Run the Dishwasher Twice." That's the headline. So what is the whole idea, right? So this is someone's story on the internet. So let's look at it from their point of view. Let's just say that I am that person. I'll just read it out. So when I was at one of my lowest mental points, like lowest in terms of mental health or mentally, one of my lowest points in life, I couldn't get out of bed some days. I had no energy or motivation and was barely getting by. I had therapy once per week, and on this particular week, I didn't have much to bring to the session. So he asked how my week was, and I really had nothing to say. What are you struggling with? He asked. I gestured around me and said, I don't know, man, life. Not satisfied with my answer, he said, no, what exactly are you worried about right now? What feels overwhelming? When you go home after this session, what issue will be staring at you? I knew the answer, but it was so ridiculous that I didn't want to say it. I wanted to have something more substantial, something more profound, but I didn't. So I told him, honestly, the dishes, it's stupid, I know, but the more I look at them, the more I can't do them, because I'll have to scrub them before I put them in the dishwasher, because the dishwasher sucks and I just can't stand and scrub the dishes, right? So I felt like an idiot even saying it. What kind of grown woman is undone by a stack of dishes? There are people out there with actual problems, and I'm whining to my therapist about dishes, but my therapist nodded in understanding and then said, run the dishwasher twice. I began to tell him that you're not supposed to, but he stopped me. Why the hell aren't you supposed to? If you don't want to scrub the dishes and your dishwasher sucks, run it twice, run it 3 times. Who cares? Rules do not exist, so stop giving yourself rules. It blew my mind in a way that I don't think I can properly express. That day I went home and tossed my smelly dishes haphazardly into the dishwasher and ran it 3 times. I felt like I had conquered a dragon. The next day I took a shower lying down. Usually people shower lying, like standing straight, right? So a few days later I folded my laundry and put them wherever they fit, right? People usually find out that this is where you should put your t-shirts, this is where you should put your shirts, this is where you should put your pants and whatnot, right? So but then I folded my laundry and put them wherever they fit. There were no longer arbitrary rules I had to follow, and it gave me the freedom to make accomplishments again. Now that I'm in a healthier place, I rinse off my dishes and put them in the dishwasher properly. I shower standing up. I sort my laundry. But at a time when living was a struggle instead of a blessing, I learned an incredibly important lesson. There are no rules. Run the dishwasher twice. Credit Kate Scott. So interesting stuff, right? Like basically this person is talking about how they went to therapy and they didn't have anything to say to their therapist, any problem to say, or at least anything substantial or of some value or substance according to them. They felt like dishes being a problem was just very very childish or petty or basic or stupid and whatnot. But then the therapist interestingly says, well, if your dishwasher sucks and you don't want to stand and do the dishes and put them in the dishwasher, just run the dishwasher twice. Even if you aren't supposed to according to some rules, just don't follow all those rules. There are no rules. Don't give yourself rules, right? So interesting stuff. And so yeah, I mean, so this woman then tries to not follow rules, goes ahead and does stuff like not standing and showering, instead lying down and showering, lying on the ground or the the ground, the floor, and showering, and putting the laundry here and there and whatnot. And then later she did do it right when things were like better, but then when things were bad or not great, she just did it. Like she just did what she could, and she didn't follow the rules. She just ran the dishwasher thrice or even more times, right? So yeah, I mean, think about it. Like how we sometimes have rules. For example, I have rules like I must go to the gym every day, and these days I have paused gym, and that doesn't like feel great. But of course, but I'm giving myself rules when things aren't great, right? So I would rather just try to move on and try to get better and then follow rules again, right? So there are no rules usually, and of course there's the law and whatnot, but then you don't have to worry about it unless you are just doing some illegal stuff. So yeah, I mean, there are no rules. You just keep doing what you want to do, and when things are better, you can just follow your rules that you have for yourself, or that you set for yourself, or the society has set for yourself, and your family has set for yourself. And but then till then, I think there are no rules. You just follow your own rules. You just follow whatever you can do, want to do, and just move on. So that's all I had for this video. I'll see you on the next one. Remember, run the dishwasher twice.